Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review. I'm here today to talk to you about the Sonic movie. One, I just finally watched this movie and I don't understand what's so great about it. Like, it wasn't as great as the video games. It wasn't as good as the 90s cartoon series. I never watched Sonic X, but even that looked better. I just don't understand why when it came out, people praised the crap out of it. And people really did. It was like one of the best movies they ever saw. And I just recently saw this movie. It had no plot. No plot whatsoever. There was no structure. There was really no stakes. There was no consequences. There was really no action. It was just like a bunch of comedy and just like people going through the motions and stuff. So I don't understand why exactly people love this movie so much. All it was Sonic running around, making jokes. James Masters, or Martison, I can't remember which one it is. I'm getting those two actors mixed up. Anyway, the Cyclops dude, he was just playing his typical nice guy role like he does in everything. And of course, Jim Carrey was just being Jim Carrey and not acting. If I wanted to see Sonic run around, I would either play like a video game or I'll watch one of the older cartoons. If I wanted to see James play like a nice guy, I would just watch one of his other movies where he's playing like a nice. If I wanted to see Jim Carrey not act and literally just be Jim Carrey, I would go to YouTube and watch Jim Carrey be Jim Carrey. The only reason why this movie did so well because it went up against Birds of Prey, and Birds of Prey was crap. Birds of Prey went through multiple name changes. It had to be rewritten here and there because of a weird flash drive. Some certain pics supposedly was on there, and it's the movie just wasn't that great, and that's the only reason why it did so. Granted, yes, it fixed itself from the abomination of what Sonic first looked like, and thank God they changed it because he looked so much better in the final. But I don't get it. Okay. They set this, it's basically him monologuing the entire movie, and it sets itself up talking about how he's very special and unique and he's different from all the other animals, but they never go into detail as to why that is. They never go into detail as to why he can run at light speed and have all that electrical energy type stuff. They never explain it. Then we see some animals trying to capture him at a young age, and the owl lady's trying to get him away from them because apparently he's special and important, but they never explain why. Now they changed the purpose of the rings, as far as I can tell from when I used to play the video game and from the older 90s cartoon, because back in those days it just gave him energy so he can power up. But this one, it sends you to completely different locations, either locations in your own world or to completely different parallel Earths. But basically, he's lived on our Earth all his life after coming there, after escaping whoever wanted to kidnap him and stuff. And he just lived by himself, bored out his mind and lonely. And that is really the purpose of this movie. He's just lonely. And then he finds a human. And then him and this human trade jokes and they goof around and and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, the government suspects that he might be some type of alien creature or something, so they hired somebody who to capture him. And of course, that's Jim Carrey's Robotnik. And so it's they never explain how or why Robotnik has the type of technology he does, and why he's the only person that has it, and why he's the only person capable of catching Sonic when he's clearly nuts in the head. It would have been a whole lot better if Robotnik was evil and wanted to take over the world or something, but he doesn't. He just wants to capture Sonic and utilize his power to make his inventions be even better. And then of course Sonic ends up defeating him, but because he's trying to capture him and stuff. And then next thing you know, he sends him to that mushroom world. And Robotnik's all with the technology he has there, he's gonna find a way to escape that place. How? The mushroom place, so far as we can see, has no technology. So how is he going to escape from there? Unless there's technology there we don't know about. Also, the mushroom world. Is that supposed to be a Super Mario Brothers world or something? I don't know. And then they introduced the whole family, which they really didn't serve no purpose other than just to take up space and have comedic humor and stuff. And then the little girl giving him the shoes. Now that was cute, but it's like, how did she know them shoes were gonna fit him if they were hers, or did she fix his shoes up? And it's just like this movie was just pointless. Like it really, really, really was. And then the cool end credit scene had Tails, but Tails has always been my favorite, so I'm happy to see that. But he has technology, and he's able to track Sonic. How? The world they came from didn't even look like they had technology. So it's like, what is his point? And then the other dude is supposed to show up in the sequel as well. What was the point of this movie? Honest to God, if Birds of Prey didn't suck so bad, people probably would have skewered this movie and stuff. Because I find it interesting that the people who always complaining about like women empowerment and Captain Marvel and like Doctor Who and this and that, they love the Sonic movie. But yet the Sonic movie had no structure. It had no purpose. And that's something they're always complaining about with them other movies. So it's just like, but yet they love this movie. And it doesn't make no sense because this movie made no sense. I hate when Hollywood takes 80s and 90s properties and then they make movies out of it where it's an entire like human cast and they interact with that fictional person. Those movies never turn out good. Smurfs wasn't that great. The Transformers were never that great. The first Alvin and Chipmunks was okay. The second one was just stupid. And it's just like these movies don't turn out that great. And that's why they end up like stop making them after a couple of years. Now, it would have made more sense if Sonic was in his own world interacting with his own people, and then Robotnik was either just a person who was from that world who was human, or he came from our world and got there by mistake and then decided, hey, I'm going to take it over because this world has like the rings that give him lots of energy for his like technology and stuff. That would have made a whole lot more sense. Make it like the video games or better yet, the cartoon series or something. But this movie had no stinking plot. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.